Welcome back in. Trey Lowell here with Lowell Productions. Today's video, we're going to spend some time with my new Panasonic S5 cage, specifically the Tilta cage. Alright, so if you're interested in the Panasonic S5, or maybe you're just interested in camera cages in general, let's talk about this particular setup right here. And a little bit back history and why I kind of went all in on a cage. I was shooting with just the S5 with my small rig handle, basically everything other than the cage, and someone dropped a comment and said, hey man, you are going to have some problems having everything being held by your hot shoe mount on your camera. Eventually, you're gonna have that camera fall and it's gonna be a nightmare and it's gonna cost you a lot of money. I gotta be honest with you, that person was 100% spot on. So I did a little bit of research and basically it summed up, was I going to buy a small rig cage or was I going to buy the Tilta? Now the small rig cage is gonna come in roughly, I think at $60. And then this Tilta cage, it was $100. So actually not that bad. And yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the things that I really like and why I went with Tilta. One thing that's gonna be really nice is you do have this little side hinge here for a nice handle to go in there. Now, while I'm not really someone that's going to have a handle anytime soon, it's just nice to know if I'm going to be upgrading, this is a feature that came with this particular cage. Also, you can kind of see here, we have 1, 2, 3 places where you could either mount a shotgun mic, a lavalier, you could do a monitor, you could do a handle, and that's just already kind of built in there. Now, and of those 3, you can see this center cold shoe mount. This was really kind of the reason that I went with this particular cage. I wanted to have a cold shoe mount where my small rig handle could go directly in, and I will show you here. And sorry, I got all these cables. You can see right here, slides in there, we crank her down, and that means that everything is locked into that cage. So this whole setup now weighs on that cage. And yeah, that person that mentioned all of that weight going to the hot shoe mount was definitely correct. Eventually these brackets will give out and everything will kapooey. But back to the cage itself, yeah, so one thing that was a huge plus was having that cold shoe mount here on the top. Also, you're gonna probably see as we move around the cage, plenty of places to actually mount things, whether it be microphones, whether you need to hide cables, whether you need to mount to the bottom of the cage. Also, just like small rig, nifty little cool tool here that's also on the magnets. Absolutely love that. That way you can quickly crank down things. Also, just from a customization side of things, nice that they put here for the Lumix S5 cage. I don't know why, just looks kind of slick. But as you guys can see here, we'll go ahead and break it down really quick in regards to if you needed to just get this camera out of the particular situation. We come here, we quick release. We also unplug here our battery power. Now we could just tuck this cord wherever we'd like. And at this point, boom, you are now full handheld with the camera. And you can see here the Tilta, I can hold it with my hand just like that. It doesn't take away from me being able to grab it with my hand. Also, I can kind of place my thumb. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, which is just nice. And then that way I'm all locked and loaded. So there you have that. And then we're gonna jump back on the V-mount. Boom, we're in. We pop out our D-tap, bring it however we'd like. Boom, around there. And then we take our USB-C power, whoop, and we go right in here, and we're locked and loaded. So overall, it's a cage. It's going to be like most others, but build quality seems solid, and it was really purchased to just make sure that the camera safety was going to be more reliable, and also just usability in regards to shooting on long shoots. You guys can see that I can take this out, I can shoot for an entire day and have no issues between the monitor, battery power, you name it. Now, let's move to just a few things that I will tell you in regards to cages, or this particular cage, that I don't like. And really, it just sums up, there's just one thing that I'll say with cages that I find, and this particular cage, is that when it comes to operating your white balance, your ISO, I do have small fingers, but I will say it's a little bit more difficult to activate or use those buttons when the cage is on there, but I do know with Panasonic S5 touchscreen, you're just gonna go in there, boom, and bam bam, and you can access all that as well. So not that big of a maker or breaker in regards to that. But yeah, I am super pumped with the Tilta so far. I've never owned any of their products, but I look forward to really just taking advantage of this cage. And I imagine with its build quality, it's going to be around for a while. But hey guys, if you have any comments, questions, concerns, you want to know more about the cage, you want to know more about the Panasonic S5, I have more videos I'll put in link description, or just drop a comment in the comment section below, specifically what you want to ask about the camera or this particular cage, or just anything in general. But hey guys, it's Trey Lowell with Lowell Productions, and as always, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like the content I keep creating on this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video. All right.